Hello, thank you for joining us for today's edition of Citi News Daily on Citi TV. My name is Zoe Abu-Baidoo. Our headline for today: new revelations from the SSNIT saga indicate that the legal department cautioned against cost inflation in the $72 million deal. We have the details of this and many more coming up shortly. Stay with us. Let's begin with our first story, where it has emerged that the management of the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, SSNIT, ignored a caution against backdating payment for the service level agreement for an operational business suite software, which has cost the organization over $70 million in 2 years. A letter signed by a senior corporate law officer, J.Z. Ollins Lindsay, cautioned against backdating the payment of $2 million for the software to 2014. In a correspondence with the Director General of SSNIT, Mr. Ollins Lindsay explained that SSNIT will have to pay more for refusing to heed to the advice. What it means is that SSNIT will have to pay the annual service level agreement fee of $2 million immediately upon signing the agreement to cover from September 2014 to September 2015 and pay another $2 million in September this year, when in effect it would have just received about 9 months of service under the SLA instead of the contractual 2 years. Moving on, following Citi News' report on the illegal operations of a tomato puree factory at Kontunse, activities of the company have ceased. According to residents, for the past 5 days, the company has not been operating, a situation that has brought relief to them. Hitherto, residents of the area were worried over a possible long-term health hazards following the improper disposal of waste by Chinese firm Happy Sunshine, producing tomato paste there, and the fumes billowing from the chimneys of the factory. Citi News Daily's investigations at the time revealed that the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, had ordered the company to stop production. Residents can now heave a sigh of relief as the factory has stopped operating. Now, relief items donated by listeners of Citi FM in support of mudslide victims of Sierra Leone have arrived in the West African country. The items were transported to Sierra Leone by the National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO. The president of Sierra Leone, Ernest Bai Koroma, in the wake of the disaster, called for urgent help to support the thousands who were displaced. Following an appeal by Citi FM, listeners donated clothing, blankets, shoes, student mattresses, amongst others, in aid of the victims. To our final story, and in a bid to rid the country of filth, the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, AMA, is partnering with JEKORA Limited, a waste management company, to undertake a waste segregation exercise in the Osu-Klote area. The project would see the AMA distribute over 200 waste bins to more than 60 schools in the metropolis. Speaking to Citi News Daily, the managing director of JEKORA, Emmanuel Nate Tokoli, said the company hopes to recycle the waste into something meaningful. Meanwhile, the Kenya government has banned plastic carrier bags beginning today. This means anyone found selling, manufacturing, or carrying them could face fines of up to $38,000 or a prison sentence of up to 4 years. And that will be all for today's edition of Citi News Daily on Citi TV. Many thanks for your company.